Hello children, today we are going to discuss chapter 3rd of science, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. What are these synthetic fibers? These synthetic fibers are made by human beings. That's why these are known as synthetic or man-made fibers. These synthetic fibers contains a very small unit and these small units join together. Each small unit is made up of a chemical substance. When all these small units combine together, then these units will form a large single unit. That large single unit is known as polymer. Synthetic fibers are of three types. First, rayon. Second, nylon. Third, polyester and acrylic. What is rayon? Rayon is a synthetic fiber. This rayon is known as artificial silk. Fabrics obtained from silk fiber are very costly, but its beautiful texture fascinated each and everyone. That's why scientists discovered the substitute of the silk, which is known as rayon. And scientists discovered this substitute towards the end of the 19th century. And this rayon has a same properties like a silk. This rayon is made up of the chemical treatment of wood pulp. That's why this rayon is not a particularly a synthetic fiber, because wood pulp is used in the manufacturing of this rayon. This rayon is obtained from the natural source of the wood pulp. Hence, it is also a man-made fiber because chemicals are also used in the manufacturing of rayon, but it is not a totally synthetic as well as man-made fiber because wood pulp is used in the manufacturing of rayon. This rayon is cheaper than the silk and can be woven like a silk fibers. This rayon is available in different types of colors, and when this rayon is mixed with cotton, that time it is used for manufacturing bed sheets, and when this rayon is mixed with wool, that time it is used for manufacturing carpets. Another is nylon. This nylon is a synthetic fiber and it is discovered in 1931. This fiber got the word name nylon because this fiber is synthesized simultaneously in two countries. One is New York, another is London. So NY means New York and LON means London. It is made up of using totally synthetic materials. Any natural material is not there in the manufacturing of nylon, and it is prepared by coal, water and petroleum. That's why it is the first fully synthetic fiber. Nylon fiber is a very strong, elastic and light in weight. This nylon fiber is very lustrous. Lustrous means shiny and it is easy to wash. That's why this nylon fiber is very popular in the dress materials. We use many type of articles which are made up of nylon like socks, robes, tents, toothbrushes, car seat belts, sleeping bags, curtains, etc. This nylon is a very strong. That's why this nylon is used for manufacturing robes. Nylon is used for manufacturing parachutes and for manufacturing ropes for rock climbing. A nylon thread is actually stronger than the steel wire. We can prove the strength of nylon via this activity. In this activity, take an iron stand with a clamp and take a cotton thread of about 60 centimeters length. Tie it to the clamp so that it hangs freely from it. At the free end, suspend a pen so that weights can be replaced in it. Add weights one by one till the thread breaks. Now, note down the total weight required to break the thread. This weight indicates the strength of your fiber. Now, repeat this activity with threads of wool, polyester, silk and nylon. If we will repeat this activity with wool, polyester, silk and nylon, then we get a conclusion. What conclusion we will get? We will get the conclusion that this nylon fiber is a very strong comparative to any other natural fiber. Next is polyester and acrylic. What is polyester? This polyester is another synthetic fiber. Fabrics made from this fiber does not get wrinkled easily. That's why this polyester fiber is a wrinkle free, and this polyester fiber is very popular among dress materials. It remains crisp and it is easy to wash. So it is quite suitable for making different types of dress materials. We must have seen people wearing polyester shirts and other dress materials. Terylene is also a very popular polyester, and it can be drawn into a very thin fibers that can be woven like an other yarn. What is yarn? In common words, we can speak yarn is a thread. When all the fibers combine together, that time these fibers will make a yarn. PET is a very familiar form of polyester. What is the full form of PET? The full form of PET is polyethylene terephthalate. It is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wires, and many other useful products. We wear sweaters and use shawls or blankets in winter. Many of these are actually not from natural wool, because this natural wool is very expensive, but they appears to resemble wool. What is this material? This material is acrylic. Acrylic have all the properties same as wool. This wool is obtained from the natural resources. That's why these natural fibers are little bit expensive comparative to synthetic fibers. But this acrylic is a very cheaper comparative to wool. That's why this acrylic is frequently used in making different types of sweaters, shawls and blankets. And all the properties which have a wool, that all properties are there in acrylic. And it is very cheap also. Next is, these polyester and acrylic are available in different colors. Synthetic fibers are more durable, affordable, and these properties makes these synthetic fibers popular than comparative to natural fibers. Synthetic fibers has a unique characteristics which make them popular in dress materials also. They are dry up quickly, they are durable, they are less expensive and readily available, as well as easy to maintain and easy to handle. This is activity second. In this activity, take two cloth pieces of the same size, roughly half a meter square each. One of these should be from natural fiber. The other could be of synthetic fiber. You can prove via this activity that synthetic fibers absorb less water comparative to natural fibers and comparative to cotton clothes. Now put your cloth pieces in the mug containing the same amount of water. Now what observation we will do? Do synthetic fibers soak less and more water than natural fibers? And do they take less and more time to dry? We can prove this that synthetic fibers will absorb very less water and synthetic fibers will dry very fast comparative to natural fibers. Now what we will do? Just take out the pieces from the container after 5 minutes and spread them in the sunlight for few minutes. Now compare the water remaining in each container. What conclusion you will get? We will get the container in which we put the cotton cloth or natural fibers that have very less water comparative to the mug in which we put synthetic fibers. So, according to this activity, we can speak that synthetic fibers absorb very less water comparative to natural fibers. And synthetic fibers will dry very quickly comparative to natural fibers. Next is plastic. What is plastic? Plastic is also a polymer like a synthetic fiber. All plastics do not have the same type of arrangement of units. In some plastics, some linear arrangement is there. In others, some cross-linked arrangement is there. What is linear arrangement? These all the units are arranged in the form of line. That's why it is known as a linear arrangement. In this, one unit is linked with side one unit also, and one unit is this same unit is linked with downside unit also. This is known as cross-linked arrangement. Partic Plastic articles are available in all the possible shapes and sizes. The fact is that plastic is easily moldable, that is, it can be shaped in any form. Plastic can be recycled, reused, colored, melted, and rolled, and even it converted into a wires also, and a very thin sheet also. That's why there is a number of uses of plastics because of many qualities. When we add hot water in the plastic bottle, it gets deformed, and such type of plastics which get deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily, that are known as thermoplastics. The example of thermoplastics, polythene and PVC. What is the full form of PVC? The full form of PVC is polyvinyl chloride. Polythene and PVC are the example of thermoplastics. On the other hand, there are some plastics which when molded once that cannot be softened by heating, that cannot be deformed. That type of plastics are known as thermosetting plastics. The example of thermosetting plastics are bakelite and melamine. What is this bakelite? Bakelite is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. That's why it is used for making electric switches and handles of various types of utensils. Melamine. Melamine is a very versatile material. It resists fire and it can tolerate the heat better than the other plastics. That's why it is used for making tiles, kitchenwares, as well as fabrics, which are fire resistant. Being a lighter as compared to metals, plastic are used in cars, aircrafts, and spacecrafts. There is a list of things which are made up of only plastic. Many types of furnitures, sleepers, decoration pieces, these all articles are made up of only plastic. Plastics are non-reactive. This is one of the most important feature of the plastic. Metals like iron get rusted when left exposed to moisture and air, but plastics do not react with water and air. They are not corroded easily. That's why they are used to store various types of materials, including many chemicals also. Plastic are very light, strong, and durable and can be molded into different shapes and different sizes. It is used for various purposes. Plastics are generally cheaper than metal. That's why they are widely used in industries and for household articles. Plastics are the poor conductor. This is one of the important feature of the plastic. Plastics are the poor conductor of heat and electricity. That's why electric wires have plastic covering and handles of screwdriver are made up of plastics. As we can speak that various types of things like fry pans, saucepans, the handle of these fry pan and saucepans are also made up of plastic. Why? Because this plastic is a poor conductor of heat. Now, what is the link between plastic and the environment? On the basis of the decomposition, we can divide materials into two categories. What are these two categories? First, biodegradable, another is non-biodegradable. What are biodegradable? Materials which get decomposed through natural processes such as action of bacteria is called biodegradable. And a materials which is not easily decomposed by natural process is termed as non-biodegradable materials. According to this list, we can understand very well that which type of materials are biodegradable and which type of materials are non-biodegradable. Like peels of vegetables and fruits left over, foodstuffs, these all will decompose only within 1 or 2 weeks. These are biodegradable. Paper, paper will decompose from 10 to 30 days. That's why this paper is also a biodegradable. Cotton clothes. Cotton clothes will take a time from 2 to 5 months to decompose. That's why cotton clothes are also biodegradable. Wood will take 10 to 15 years to decompose. That's why wood is also a biodegradable. Woolen clothes will take about a year and 1.5 years to decompose. That's why this is also biodegradable. Tin, aluminum and other metal cans will take a much more time to decompose. That's why these are non-biodegradable. Plastic bags will also take a several time to decompose. That's why these plastic bags are also an example of non-biodegradable. Since plastic takes several years to decompose, so that's why it is not a environment friendly, it is not a eco-friendly, and it causes different types of pollutions like water pollution, air pollution, soil pollution, and combinedly these all pollutions are known as environmental pollution. Besides, the burning process in the synthetic materials is quite slow and it does not get completely burnt easily. In this process, it releases lots of poisonous gases into the atmosphere and causes air pollution. That's why we should avoid the use of plastic as far as possible and try to use cotton and jute bags instead of plastics, instead of polythenes. The biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste should be collected separately and disposed of separately. It is better to recycle the plastic waste. and most of the thermoplastics can be recycled. So number of things are there. By using that techniques, we can avoid the plastic. How we can avoid the plastic? As a responsible citizen, we have to use the 4 Rs. We have to reduce the plastic. Reduce means try to use minimum. And we can reuse the plastic. Means if we have a plastic bottle, then instead of throwing, we can use this plastic bottle again and again. We can recycle the plastic. In the case, what is the recycle? Suppose you have a plastic material. This plastic material will convert into raw material, and now this raw material is used for manufacturing of different types of new plastic materials. That is recycling. And next is recover. We have to recover the plastics. How we can recover the plastic? We can recover the plastic by applying number of techniques. Means don't throw plastic bags in the water bodies or on the road. And take a cotton carry bags or jute bag while going for shopping. And try to minimize the use of plastic materials. How we can minimize? If we have a other option, then we have to use the other option, as well as we have to use the substitute of the plastics. Suppose you have a plastic lunchbox and you have a steel lunchbox, then try to use steel lunchbox instead of plastic ones. So, dear children, this is the explanation of the chapter 3rd, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. Thank you.